How you doing, guys? Welcome back to Coffee and Juice. So I'm just leaving the gym, and I figured today we're going to dip into the comment section. It's been a little robust. I appreciate all the comments. A lot of solid information regarding the new tax law, et cetera, et cetera. And I also thought the Thailand suicide video, you guys had a lot of great input, so I appreciate that. But with the comment section, there was some enjoyable stuff that's put out there. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Do I look like Macho Man Randy Savage? And all I could say is, oh yeah. So let's just put that to bed. I agree. I appreciate the abuse. Very nice. So let's move towards this question. So the question is going to be, in Southeast Asia, so due to the fact that I'm looking to make moves, I've already traveled around Southeast Asia. One of the questions that came up in the comments is, where could you train regarding lifting weights in Southeast Asia? So now I only can speak intelligently about where I've been, where I submerge myself regarding training. So we'll start with Phuket. So Phuket, if you want to lift weights in Patong Beach, there's Hero Fitness. The owner, he's a Swedish guy. He basically looks like Calabac from the X-Men, really white, bald. You can't miss him. He's a good dude. Great place, very modern, good decor. And the quality of participants in the gym, if you understand what I'm saying, is probably the best you're going to find. So now, once again, staying on Phuket, but hopping to a different jurisdiction or province, is going to be in Rawai Beach, Nai Harn. So Nai Harn Gym, very modern. It's been modernized. It's kind of small. It is Little Moscow, but that's cool. Once again, this channel's all about inclusivity. Great gym, great equipment. Okay, then more so, I would say in another part of Nai Harn, Rawai, is going to be Action Point Wellness. Action Point, it's got about 3 or 4 levels, life fitness equipment. So that's somewhere you can lift. And I found it to be pleasurable in that way. So now what I want to do is I want to dip to Pattaya, where I am now. So obviously I just left Muscle Factory Gym. Which once again, in my opinion, very quality, good equipment, good vibe, competitive. Everybody's juiced to the gills if you're into that. It doesn't matter if you're 60 or you're 30 or you're 20. Everybody's on the program, which I appreciate, people trying to be the best version of themselves. So we got Pattaya, we got that. There's Tony's Gym, which is an outside gym in Pattaya. You know, if that's what you want to do, it's a little cheaper. That's cool. But I think in Pattaya, Muscle Factory rules the land. Now, if we go 2 hours to Bangkok, once again, we got Muscle Factory again. And then if you got a lot of Skarol, you're basically going to go to Virgin Active, where it's a couple of $100 a month if you want to do that experience. Okay, so you have all these things to consider regarding fitness. I want this person to hit me. Let's see if they pay attention on here. All right, so once again, didn't get hit, and that's important so I can finish the video. So possibly some of the worst drivers out here, by the way. I don't know if that has anything to do with the culture. I don't want to get into that on the channel. So we talk about being in shape. What I want to do right now is I want to divert directly to Indonesia, more specifically Bali. So I stayed in Canggu for quite some time, and my recommendations regarding fitness, and I'm going to speak about other things, is going to be, you're going to go to Body Factory Gym. Now, somebody's going to be like, wow, it's really expensive, but just hear me out on this. It is the epicenter globally, in my opinion, not for digital nomads, but if you want to see some of the best talent in the world internationally, that's where you would go. So good gym, Watson equipment, very expensive. And what they have outside is really the draw or the allure to the gym. You got the ice plunge, you got the sauna, co-ed. So some of you in Crete, can't help yourselves. So Body Factory Gym, bar none, expensive. But once again, the experience makes it worth it. And then there's another gym a little further out. If you got a moped or a motorbike, no problem. It's like called Bull something. Like in my brain, I can't remember what it is, but it's a Bull Gym, Techno Gym equipment, Life Fitness. Also, once again, if you're looking for weightlifting, that's what you got. So now if we had to speak about Bali itself, because remember, if you saw my other video, I had my panties in a bunch about this new tax law. You know, I'm a gloom and doom kind of guy. And one person in the comment section said, you'd be miserable wherever you go. And you know what? Maybe I can't argue with the guy. Maybe he's got something there. I'm laying on the beach, miserable. It's 90 degrees. So what it is that with Bali, what you have to understand, the level of vanity, all right, let's talk about that. And I don't mean this negatively at all, is that if you thought you loved yourself, like you look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I really love myself. When you go to Bali, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm the most humble human being on the planet. Because the people in Bali, I think orgasmically, like on a solo tip, love themselves to the next level. Because it's not really bodybuilding out there. It's like movement specialists. I'm very flexible, calisthenics, not making fun of it. Yoga is big. Surfing, big. So I would say Thailand is a fit community. But when we go to like Indonesia, we go to Bali, it's next level. Like you want to 10x it regarding like what the experience is. So the only advice I have for you, not that I'm a doctor, I'm telling you how to run your program, is that if you're looking to be in shape and try to peak, like those are the weeks that you want to peak when you're out in Bali. All right, because the nightlife is next level. I don't go out, I'm a little bit of a hermit. The only friends I really have are you, all right? And my Macho Man Randy doll from back in the days, I sleep with that. So just understand what Bali is, right? So Bali, Canggu, I enjoyed it. There's also Seminyak, which people have mixed reviews on. Some people like it, some people don't. I've never been, but I thought Bali was pretty cool. I would say, like, obviously this channel is called Coffee and Juice, right? If you want some of the best coffee in the world, you can find it in Indonesia. Because remember, if you look at the map, not saying I'm Magellan or anything, is that Sumatra is a very small island that's very close. So they're getting a lot of their coffee from there. And I got to tell you, like, when people say, you know what, coffee's coffee, I would say you're 100% wrong. Because the coffee, a huge difference. Bring your blood pressure medication, that's important. Because your blood pressure is going to skyrocket because it's so powerful and it's so delicious. And once again, that's what I recommend. If we talk about exfiltrating Thailand for a little bit, to avoid that TM30, to avoid some taxation, if you want to be number 179 days so they don't clip you on the taxes, that's something that you could do. So we're talking about Bali. We're talking about, do I look like a wrestling character from back in the day? Am I miserable? Possibly. So another thing I want to talk about is the comment section itself. Some of the best comments I've seen on any platform, not because it's mine, very intelligent, solid information, minimal negativity. So eventually I have a very young channel. It's like 2.5, 3 months old technically, even though I started in 2020 playing around, but I'm full blast because I'm out here. So what I would like this to be is that when you come on my comment section, you can actually learn something in an intelligent fashion. Because obviously I'm guilty of going on Instagram, watching a clip, you're like, you know what? This comment section's got to be amazing. And I find myself in a bathroom for 45 minutes reading 137 comments. So once again, long form content is what I do, and I appreciate the input. And once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hopefully you can support my journey, because today it's my journey, but in the near future, it may become yours. So Coffee and Juice, hopefully you got something out of it. And the only thing I can leave you, probably the most important part of this video, is, oh yeah.